I know you guys are so curious to know what my comfort zone is, just like the title of this video says, right? So a lot of us, really guys, we think that we've been able to conquer every comfort zone in our lives. And I think that is a very optimistic way to look at things and to look at life. But sometimes it's always good to really be honest and very critical when we are kind of introspecting or reflecting on our lives. And so something happened just a few days ago, and I just discovered that I have one comfort zone that I have not conquered, or I've never really seen as a comfort zone. Well, maybe the term or choice of word is different, or maybe you guys consider it to be something else, but I just think the word for me is comfort zone, so that's why I'm working with that. So I think we've all been socially conditioned to think that comfort zones are just places where we are at in life and we are not really motivated to go out to do better, to actually go beyond where we think our strengths gets exhausted and all that. But I think there is more to comfort zone. Sometimes we probably have not even given this a thought, because I think that when we give it like very, very critical thoughts, very deep thoughts, then we can actually decipher some of these things, because some of them are undertones, some of them are not so conspicuous, and then if you are not really out in search of them, you might never find them. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead to introduce myself and then jump into today's video fully. If you're new to the channel and you've not seen my face before, you've not heard my beautiful voice, oh yes, I know it's beautiful, and you've not heard my voice before, my name is Chioma Otie, and you're welcome to Youthquake with Chioma, where we get to talk about everything youth under the sun. So in this video, just like the title already states, I'll be talking about my newfound comfort zone. I shouldn't probably say it's my newfound comfort zone. I think it has always been there, but I had never really thought it was a comfort zone, not until recently. So quite recently, I had to leave my house to stay somewhere for 4 days, and when I got the invitation, I was already getting jittery. I was beginning to feel anxious because I was like, no, I can't leave my house. I like the comfort of my house. If I go out, I will be very optimal in terms of my delivery, but then I would not feel whole, like that wholesome feeling that comes with being in a place where you feel you're very comfortable. I don't think I would have it. So I started thinking about it. Trust me, I almost declined. I know that if the person that invited me hears this, he'll be like, and this is a very great opportunity that a lot of people would have been looking forward to. But then Chioma was scared. And when I thought about it, even when I got here, I was like, that is more or less like a limiting belief. That is more like a comfort zone. So I think we are kind of conditioned socially. We have this social conditioning to think that comfort zone is just a mental belief that we cannot do certain things. So some people like to say it is a limiting belief. It could pass for that, right? But for me, maybe my choice of words, or maybe just the term I chose to use is comfort zone, but maybe there are other variations to what I'm about to talk about. But yeah, back to the story. Last year, before I went for NYSC, a lot of you know that I served last year, 2023, from February to December. And before I went to camp in February, oh no, January actually, towards the end of January, and it lasted up until February, right? Before I went, the thought of actually going for NYC was a very exciting feeling. I was fascinated because I'm like, oh, I'll finally get to serve my fatherland. I'll finally get to travel out of my house after a long while. And I was sort of very excited about it when I got to know I was going for service. I was super excited. But as the days drew closer for me to go, I began to get pensive. I'm like, so I'm going to leave my mother, I'm going to leave my sisters, like I'm going to go to this place without any family member. So I began to feel anxious, but I just felt it was because I was leaving my house for the first time in a very long while. So now fast forward to just a few days ago when I had to leave to this place. By the way, it's still in the same city where I stay, but the fact that I was going to leave my house, I was going to leave the comfort of my own bed and a very familiar environment, I was like, no, no, no. I almost turned it down, but something in me just keeps saying, go. Nothing's going to happen. Go. What's the most that will happen? And I asked myself that true question. I'm like, really, what's the most that would happen? So So on getting here, I began to get more introspective about why I was feeling that way, why I was contemplating turning down and everything. And then I got to figure out that it's probably one of my limiting beliefs or my comfort zone, so to say, right? I began to feel like, why don't I want to leave? If I had to go to another country or to another city completely, or something like that, would I have turned it down? What if my life and career depended on it? Wouldn't I still go? So the reason I'm making this video is not just to come and tell you all that my comfort zone is not leaving my house. I like the convenience of my house. I think I operate better in my house, which is not exactly true because I operate optimally from wherever, considering the working condition or the environment. If it is toxic, if it is too hot, if there are certain factors that makes it uncomfortable, then I may not function optimally. But all factors being considered and everything being okay, I can work from anywhere, anytime. Yeah. So this video is also to ask you, have you considered every facet of your life? What are your limiting beliefs? What are your comfort zones? Do you think you are doing fine? Do you think you are okay and you know yourself so well to know that you do not have any comfort zone? I'm not here to criticize you all, but then I'm just saying that for me to have figured out that one of my comfort zones is actually not wanting to leave my house, regardless of the great opportunities that lie somewhere else. I don't know, maybe there should be a name of a phobia for that. Do you guys know? I would Google that up. I did not give so much thought into making this video. I just got my gears, I got everything, and I'm like, I want to talk about this because I've been pondering over it since morning, and the time is about what? 10 minutes past 5 now. I'm like, let me just shoot something. I'm very tired. I was planning to sleep, but then I'm like, oh, I have the energy in some way. Let me just shoot this. So really, what is your comfort zone? Is it not wanting to read books? Is it not wanting to have conversations? It could be something very superficial, you know, right? Because I mean, this one I just talked about, which is what I feel is my comfort zone, is actually very basic. Like someone will be like, how would someone not want to leave a house? How would someone not want to? I mean, for me, I just do not want to go anywhere or stay anywhere with people that are not so familiar. So if I'm going to be somewhere with my sister, with my friends, with my mother, or with anybody that is within my close circle, I wouldn't mind going. But for me to be alone in I wouldn't say in an unfamiliar place, but in a place that is not so familiar, then I might begin to get cold feet. But regardless, that is a comfort zone I just discovered. So this is me asking you, what is your comfort zone and how are you planning to surmount it? Because for me now, moving forward, I've had to turn down certain engagements and activities because I'm like, I do not want to leave my house if it's more than one day, and I mean a whole day event or a 2-day event where I come from my house, I'm fine. But if it's an event or an activity that would have me stay somewhere, be lodged with other people and be there for the whole day, for the whole night, I was going to give a capital NO. But now I'm beginning to consider, I mean, what's going to happen? Are they going to kill me? Are they going to beat me? Am I going to have a brain or mental crackdown? What is the most that is going to happen, right? So yeah, this video was not meant to be a very long one. I just thought to come and share my comfort zone because I just found it and I'm working on it, and I want you all to keep me accountable. If you invite me for an event and I do not have any logical reason to turn down, especially if it's going to be an over the night event where I come today, I stay over the next day, and I still stay over and sleep over the next day, and like that, you guys should ask me, Chioma, why are you turning it down? Why are you declining? Because I really want to be very intentional starting from this year. I mean, this is November, but then it's not like it's too late for me to make a decision, right? So I've made this decision to really deliberately work on fighting any level of Chioma, stay at home in your house alone and do everything when you know that there are other provisions that are in some way even better provisions for you to work from. So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comment section what your own comfort zones are and how you plan to actually surmount it. That's it. If you're new to the channel and you've not subscribed, I'm looking at you. Go and do that now. Hit the subscribe button, and please also remember to like this video and share it to that friend of yours that you think is battling with the comfort zone problem. let him or her watch this video so that we all get to move past this phase of our lives together, right? And also remember to leave me a comment if you have any. I would really happily and delightedly want to respond to them. Yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.